Let's make this Christmas decor piece using items from Dollar Tree. All right, so Dollar Tree has these little hoops. They come in a set. You can grab those. And then these calendars. So I have two different ones. I was trying to decide which one I was going to use. And you can do this for more than just Christmas. So if you're looking for fall decor, you can see they have different pictures for every month of the year. So you can do this for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. You can do this just for spring, for summer, for fall, just all of the seasons. You see, you just put and pick a piece of the sign. If you get a bigger hoop, you can get a bigger piece of the sign. But you don't want to go too big because you're not going to have enough because it's just a little bit bigger than letter paper. So yeah, you want to just make sure, or you can do this with a picture frame. You can do this in so many different ways, but we're going to be using the hoops. So I decided on going with this joy sign. I thought that was cute, simple, festive. But first I'm going to paint the ring. I'm going to paint it this chestnut brown color. You can use a stain, you can use a different color based on what your home decor colors are. But I just gave it one good coat. I went around the inside, the outside, and the top of it. The back of it doesn't matter because you're going to be putting that down. And then just to add a little more stability, I'm going to use the cardboard that came with the calendar just to make the backing of it. So I'm just taking and cutting it out the shape of the sign here. I measured from the inside and just cut a little bit bigger. If you have excess, you can trim that off. You can trim it to fit flush in the sign. You can do it a bunch of different ways. And then now I'm just going to measure out the calendar picture to fit on top of that cardboard piece of paper. I'm measuring that from the outside because I don't want to cut too little and then it doesn't fit. So I measured it just a little bit bigger so that I had that little space to play with there. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to glue that down. I'm just using regular Elmer's glue to put mine down. You can use Mod Podge, you can use hot glue. If you use hot glue, you just want to make sure whatever glue you spread it out so it's a nice even coat and you don't have like, if you use hot glue, you don't want those big lumpy bumpies, if that makes sense. So once that dries, then I'm just going to take and I'm going to put those two pieces together. So I'm just taking some hot glue and putting it around because my sign is just a little bit bigger than the inside. So it should sit on top of there. I did come down too fast and it stuck so quick. So I had a little extra to the side, but that was okay. I just trimmed that off and that was no problem. So you want to make sure that when you are laying it down, you lay it down as slow as possible so that you can get it nice and centered and you don't have to worry about adjusting it after the fact like I had to do mine. But that is it for that part, and then you can just leave it just like that. You don't have to do this extra part, but just to make it, give it that ornament look, to give it that Christmas vibe, you can go ahead and you can add a little top. You can use just a regular, you can find a bunch of pieces probably at Dollar Tree to make the little top, but I just cut mine out of that extra cardboard there. So I just freestyle a little piece right here. You can measure this out, but it just worked out just fine doing it that way. So I cut that out, then cut out the middle, and then I'm just going to give it a little coat of paint with some silver paint, because the ornaments usually have those cute little silver tops on it. And like I said, this is real easy, real simple to do. And the gray kind of goes with the joy mason jars that are in there too. So it kind of goes together. And then once that dried, I just hot glued that down. And if you wanted to jazz up your back, you could add some felt there and just make everything nice and pretty. But if you're going to hang this on the wall or something like that, you don't really need to do that. And you can also, I'm going to use mine as a leaner though, but if you're going to hang it, you can also hang it by that little ornament piece. I would just double up on those pieces. And then I just made a bow out of this plaid and this red here. I thought those went cute together. And again, I thought they complemented the sign that was there. So what I just did was just cut the ends on an angle, and these are wired bows too. So I just cut the end on an angle and then I scrunched it together and just added some twine and then tied it in a knot. I looped that around a couple of times just to, give it that twine look. And then I glued down some faux greenery to this and the bow, and that was really it. And then I had my cute little ornament sign. Like I said, I'm using mine as a leaner, but you can use yours to hang on the wall if you want. If you like, give it a big old thumbs up.